Funds flow statement. The term fund is used in different meanings. In a simple sense, the term funds mean cash only. In a broader sense, it means money values in whatever form. Here, funds include all financial resources in the business, whether in the form of materials, machinery, money, men, etc. In a popular sense, funds mean working capital. Working capital is the capital required for the day-to-day working of an enterprise. It is the excess of current assets over current liabilities. That is, working capital is current assets minus current liabilities. Funds flow or flow of funds means the movement of funds. It includes both inward movement and outward movement. That is, the movement of funds into the business and out from the business. Therefore, funds flow or flow of funds involve inflows and outflows of fund. When a transaction results in increase in the funds than before, there is said to be inflows of fund, and when a transaction results in decrease in the funds than before, there is said to be outflows of funds. Funds flow statement is a statement prepared to indicate the inflows and outflows of fund in between two balance sheet dates or during an accounting period. It is a statement prepared to show the sources from where funds have come in and the uses or applications to which funds have gone out during a certain period. In other words, funds flow statement is a statement which depicts the means by which the funds have been obtained and the ways in which the funds have been employed during a particular period. In simple, funds flow statement is a statement of sources and application of funds and known as where got statement. ചുരുക്കത്തിൽ രണ്ട് ബാലൻസ് ഷീറ്റ് ഡേറ്റ്സിനിടയ്ക്ക്, അതായത് ഒരു അക്കൗണ്ടിംഗ് പീരീഡിൽ എവിടെ നിന്നൊക്കെയാണ് ഫണ്ട് വന്നിട്ടുള്ളത്, എവിടേക്കൊക്കെയാണ് ഫണ്ട് പോയിട്ടുള്ളത് എന്ന് കാണിക്കുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടി തയ്യാറാക്കുന്ന ഒരു സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെന്റ് ആണ് ഫണ്ട്സ് ഫ്ലോ സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെന്റ്. അതായത് എന്തൊക്കെ സോഴ്സസിൽ നിന്നാണ് ഫണ്ട് വന്നിട്ടുള്ളത്, എന്തൊക്കെ ഉപയോഗങ്ങളിലേക്കാണ് ഫണ്ട് അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളത് എന്ന് കാണിക്കുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടി തയ്യാറാക്കുന്ന ഒരു സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെന്റ് ആണ് ഫണ്ട്സ് ഫ്ലോ സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെന്റ്. Preparation of funds flow statement. Funds flow statement is prepared in two parts. They are: number one, statement or schedule of changes in working capital. Number two, statement of sources and application of funds or funds flow statement. First, it is statement or schedule of changes in working capital. Working capital is the excess of current assets over current liabilities, that is, current assets minus current liabilities, and therefore the statement or schedule of changes in working capital is prepared with the items of current assets and current liabilities. Now let's discuss the format for the preparation of a statement or schedule of changes in working capital. Title: it is statement or schedule of changes in working capital. The columns are: first column particulars, then amount previous year, third column amount current year, and then next column effect on working capital or changes in working capital, and the column is divided further into two. They are column for the increases and column for the decreases. Now let's begin. First, it is current assets. The different items of current assets are taken one by one under the head. Since working capital is the excess of current assets over current liabilities, increase in current assets mean increase in working capital and decrease in current assets mean decrease in working capital. If an item of current asset is increased in the current year from that of the previous year, the amount increased, that is, the difference between current year and previous year amounts, is taken in the increase column. Similarly, if an item of current asset is decreased in the current year from that of the previous year, the amount decreased is taken in the decrease column. Likewise, the increases and decreases in all the items of current assets are taken and then the current assets are totaled. Next, current liabilities. The different items of current liabilities are taken one by one under the head. Since working capital is current assets minus current liabilities, increase in current liabilities mean decrease in working capital and decrease in current liabilities mean increase in working capital. And therefore, if an item of current liability is increased in the current year from that of the previous year, the amount increased, that is the difference between the years, is taken in the decrease column, and if a current liability is decreased, the amount decreased is taken in the increase column. Now the current liabilities in both the years are totaled. Next, the working capital in both the years are ascertained by deducting the total current liabilities from the amount of the total current assets in both the previous year and the current year. Next, it is the net increase or decrease in working capital, and it is the difference between the working capital in the current year and working capital in the previous year, or the difference between the total of increases column and the total of decreases column. If the amount of working capital is increased in the current year from that of the previous year, or if the total of increases is more than the total of decreases, it is called net increase in working capital. And if working capital is decreased in the current year, or the total of decreases is more than the total of increases, it is the net decrease in working capital. കറണ്ട് ഇയറിലെ വർക്കിംഗ് ക്യാപിറ്റലും പ്രീവിയസ് ഇയറിലെ വർക്കിംഗ് ക്യാപിറ്റലും തമ്മിലുള്ള അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇൻക്രീസുകളുടെ ടോട്ടലും ഡിക്രീസുകളുടെ ടോട്ടലും തമ്മിലുള്ള ഡിഫറൻസിനാണ് നെറ്റ് ഇൻക്രീസ് ഓർ ഡിക്രീസ് ഇൻ വർക്കിംഗ് ക്യാപിറ്റൽ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. കറണ്ട് ഇയറിലെ വർക്കിംഗ് ക്യാപിറ്റൽ പ്രീവിയസ് ഇയറിനേക്കാൾ കൂടിയിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇൻക്രീസുകളുടെ ടോട്ടലാണ് ഡിക്രീസുകളുടെ ടോട്ടലിനേക്കാൾ കൂടുതലെങ്കിൽ അതിനെ നെറ്റ് ഇൻക്രീസ് ഇൻ വർക്കിംഗ് ക്യാപിറ്റൽ എന്ന് പറയുന്നു. കറണ്ട് ഇയറിലെ വർക്കിംഗ് ക്യാപിറ്റൽ പ്രീവിയസ് ഉള്ളതിനേക്കാൾ കുറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഡിക്രീസുകളുടെ ടോട്ടലാണ് ഇൻക്രീസുകളുടെ ടോട്ടലിനേക്കാൾ കൂടുതലെങ്കിൽ അതിനെ നെറ്റ് ഡിക്രീസ് ഇൻ വർക്കിംഗ് ക്യാപിറ്റൽ എന്നും പറയുന്നു. Now the amount of net increase or decrease in working capital is inserted in the two columns wherever the amount is less, and then all the columns are totaled. Now some items which require special treatment here are: number 1, provision for tax, and number 2, proposed dividend. Number 1, it is provision for tax. Provision for tax is amount provided or set apart for paying tax. Number 2, proposed dividend. Proposed dividend is the dividend proposed to be paid to the shareholders but not yet paid. Both are current liabilities but are not taken in the statement or schedule of changes in working capital, rather treated in an alternative way, and the treatment of both the items may be discussed later. The third item which requires special treatment is provision for bad and doubtful debts. That is, the provision made against the current asset sundry debtors. Here the gross amount of sundry debtors, that is the amount of sundry debtors before deducting the provision, is taken under the head current assets, and the provision for bad and doubtful debts is taken separately under the head current liabilities.